Hello everyone, I'm Angira. Welcome to Fiamma's My Happiness.
And today the mood that I'm going to talk about is anger. Well, anger is something that is felt, experienced by all of us. But the way we respond to it differs. It depends on what we have seen as children, the cultural background, the tradition that we have grown up in, and all over our personality. However, the effect it has is almost similar to all of us. I'm going to read something. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Which means that something that happens in our psychology, there is an effect on our physiology. So again, the fact that the body and mind are two different things, but they are not two. They are two sides of the same coin. So it is causing more harm to the vessel where it gets stored in than upon the event or the person. Now, anger can get stored in our entire body. It can get stored in the head, in our belly region, in our chest region, in our knees, in our elbows, in all parts of our body. It gets mostly stored in our jaws. We clench our teeth and grit our teeth and get angry on the person. It gets stored in the shoulder, in the neck region, in our lower back. These are the areas where anger gets stored most. And also the liver is one of the main organs which gets affected by unreleased anger. So we can say that anger is an emotion that is experienced when the end result is not as per our planning. We feel that we are losing control, and what happens is our primitive brain, which is related to our survival, that gets activated. And when it gets activated, we experience increased heart rate, we experience increased breathing, increased blood pressure, and there's a lot of release of glucose in our limbs for either to fight or to flight, which means we speed up the process to either get into a fight or to run away by understanding the potency of the threat. So if the threat is smaller than us, we can fight it out. If it is larger than us, then we need to run away. Anger gets stored in our jaws. Masseter is our jaw muscle, which is one of the strongest muscles of our body, and it works really hard. The jaws work against the gravity, so we are constantly holding it up. That's why we say, when we get amazed, we say, oh, it was jaw-dropping experience. That is when we lost our control. We were like, right? So that's a very rare moment when we are like taken by awe, by a performance, by a movie. That's when our jaws drop. Imagine how life would be if we can practice dropping our jaws once in a while, or maybe every day. Let's do it. Make room between the back teeth, the upper and the lower jaws. Make room, make space, and let the jaw fall like hand without having the control to hold it up. And while you do that, let the tongue, which is always in the mood to talk, or even if we are not verbally talking, it is still doing its mental activity of answering back or screaming or swearing by something. We can actually let it rest at the floor of our jaw. Okay? Make room. And let the jaw drop. So when we're doing it, we might look or feel inside our head like it's dropping. Or you can just pull your fist and jaw down till it's like This is an amazing exercise where you can actually feel there's so much of anger and stress attached to our jaws. Jaws relaxing. Okay, practice it. You can't see those things happening inside my mouth, but yes, I was doing. The excess glucose that is released in our limbs, hands and legs. What are we going to do with that? Make a fist, because that's what we want to do when we're angry. Spread your legs wide apart and keep moving your legs while opening and closing your feet. You're releasing the excess energy that is there in your hands and legs, which either wants to punch someone or want to run. You can shake. You can shake your hands, legs, your head, your shoulders, your thighs, and different parts of your body all together and release the excess energy. Place yourself firmly on the ground and observe where in the body the anger is stored. Is it in this region? Somewhere here? In our throat? For not being able to speak up? Where we want to do? Observe. Acknowledge. And then brush it up from your body. If it is in your stomach, brush it up through your legs, brush it up with your chest, your throat, and brush up your whole body. Anger is like carrying a lot of excess baggage on your shoulder, which affects your neck and shoulders. So, raise your shoulders and drop. And when you drop the body. Inhale and inhale. 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 Take yourself firmly at the ground and anchor yourself. And close your eyes. Place your hands on your belly and quietly observe where in your body the anger is stored. It could be again in your belly region, or maybe your hips, or maybe your back, your shoulders, wherever it is. With an out breath and making a sound with your mouth, exhale and release it to the ground. As you're grounded, release it to the ground. I observe tension in my shoulders and like that, wherever you are observing the stress, the anger, you can actually release it. And you can also make a sound with your mouth like or and see the effect that you have in your body. You will instantly start feeling better. I'm going to show you a breathing technique that helps when angry. We're going to inhale through our nose, we're going to hold it, and we're going to exhale through our mouth. We're going to inhale for a certain count, say 4, we hold it for 7, and we exhale it longer for 8. There is also another way called 6, 6, 6. We inhale for 6, hold it for 6, and exhale for 6. I'm going to go with 4, 7, and 8. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. So there is no hard or fast rule that you have to go with 4, 7, 8. Be comfortable with your body. Do the way your body guides you. This is my comfortable count. You can do the way your body guides you. But remember to hold and exhale longer through first splits. Like when angry, breathe. Breathing will help you to slow down. You were pacing up when angry, you were speeding up. Breathing, inhaling and exhaling in deeper way can actually help you slow down. Number 2, acknowledge it. Acknowledge the fact that I'm angry. And that is basically a step to releasing it. We always deny it, or we store it. So rather than that, acknowledge the fact that yes, I'm angry. Try out healthy ways of expressing your anger, like movements being one, primal scream when you scream your lungs out, when you punch on a punching bag, when you use art or music or drumming. There are various ways. There's water flowing behind, water comes down. So there are various ways of releasing, calming yourself down. But don't store it in the vessel because the vessel gets affected. And the last being inquire about it. Find out what made you angry and therefore you can actually work on it. It's easy, it's simple. So as we explore this mood or emotion called anger, we can conclude that anger by itself is not bad. Nothing is good or bad. It is the meaning that we put to it. Anger can rather act as a great source of motivation, passion or drive. It can actually help us stand up for justice. It can help us define or redefine our boundaries and actually reach that goal, give us that extra push that we have been lacking in our lives. It is just the energy which needs a clear direction.
Thank you for joining me in this journey of My Happiness by Fiamma of exploring anger through movement.
Keep practicing the simple tools and observe the change it brings to your body and mind. Till then, stay well, take care. Bye.